You won't survive 24 hours with Friedrich Nietzsche, not because he was insane, although his mind truly did collapse at the end of his life, and not because he was too intelligent, but because standing next to him means you can never stay the same. Spending even a single day with him would change the way you see the world, forever.
Friedrich Nietzsche, a philosopher who questioned everything: morality, religion, tradition, human nature. He didn't destroy for the sake of destruction. He destroyed in pursuit of truth. He wrote as if every sentence was lightning meant to strike directly into your comfort.
Your 24 hours begin at dawn. Nietzsche wakes slowly. His eyes hurt. His vision barely works. Migraine attacks torture him like a constant punishment. Yet he sits at his desk and begins to write. He writes as if someone is chasing him. He knows that as long as he can still see the words, he is alive. And every sentence may be the last one he is capable of reading. You watch him, trying to understand how someone can produce such ideas while their own body rebels against them. Then he says his first words to you. You don't live by your thoughts, but by your habits. That is not life. That is sleep.
A couple of hours pass, and you begin to feel the weight. Not because he's rude. He's gentle, almost soft-spoken. But his presence is like a mirror you're afraid to look into. Nietzsche spent most of his life alone. He dreamed of friends, love, recognition. But his thoughts were too sharp. People simply couldn't bear them. Being next to him, you realize his loneliness wasn't a choice. It was a cost.
He sits down to write another letter. His hand trembles, but the words flow with terrifying clarity. He writes to family he is drifting away from, to former friends who turn their backs on him, to lose Salome, the woman he loved who rejected him. Every sentence feels like a blade. He never wrote a little. He always wrote completely. And sitting beside him, you feel as if he's not just writing about himself, but about you as well.
Around midday, Nietzsche goes on a long walk. You try to follow, but he walks fast, almost as if he's afraid to stop moving. He said his best thoughts came while walking, and on these walks he shaped the philosophy that would define the 20th century. Suddenly, he throws out a phrase, "What does not kill you makes you stronger." Then quietly, "Become who you are, if you have the courage." And you realize that beside him, you cannot hide your weaknesses.
Nietzsche's cosmic mind lived in a fragile body. He nearly went blind. Chronic pain crushed him daily. Digestive problems tortured him. He had barely enough strength to climb stairs. Yet despite this suffering, he produced books that changed the world. He worked with the last drops of his strength, as if he feared he might not be able to think tomorrow. Standing next to him makes you feel small. Your problems seem insignificant compared to his constant pain.
By evening, Nietzsche grows quiet. He sits down, closes his eyes. His face turns pale. But this isn't simple exhaustion. It's the shadow of the breakdown approaching. Years later, his mind will snap like an over-tightened string. He will stop recognizing faces, stop understanding words. He will spend the last 11 years of his life in silence.
And even so,
Today, Nietzsche is one of the most quoted thinkers in the world. His ideas shaped psychoanalysis, literature, art, politics, culture, and our modern understanding of individuality. He warned about herd mentality and spoke about the power of personal will. He described,
You won't survive 24 hours with Nietzsche because he destroys your comfort. He asks questions you avoid. He exposes weaknesses you hide. He forces you to think about why you live the way you do. He doesn't shout. He doesn't pressure you. But next to him, you feel that you must become more honest, more courageous, better. And that is far scarier than any scream. Now you understand. The problem wasn't Nietzsche. The problem was you. Only someone who is truly ready to face themselves can survive 24 hours with him. Most people can't.